feature film.
This is a difficult task to take on.
Bridging the gap between travel filmmaking and narrative, I mean, no one has ever really done that.
So we have to be on our A game, we have to be efficient, we have to plan ahead.
You don't have the luxury of time when, I'm standing over a crater in Bromo and we're losing light every second. We have to be on top of our game as far as speed goes.
The chill days don't exist.
But we're not working in a studio environment.
It's been our dream to make a feature film. I'm Michael Kerkering.
I'm Carmela.
Sarah Marie Karstens.
Oscar Winter.
Dee Mount, go by Dee Mount.
We are here working on a feature film, which is really crazy to say. Back in 2015-16, I tried to build my entire life around this travel filmmaker world that was being established. I really had a great time traveling the world, making new connections with different people. It was just so surreal. January of 2020, I actually met Carmela, who's now my wife. We became that typical travel couple. We went to over 15 countries together.
Talking about our dreams and getting married. It was early 2022. We were wrapping a trip in South America and he was not feeling that motivation anymore.
I was really starting to feel like something was just off.
It was taking him so long to edit. It was like, this is not what I want to be doing anymore.
As much as I loved traveling the world, I've always wanted to make movies. I was really starting to fear that I wasn't on the right path for that.
This is what we love, or what we thought we did. We decided then that next trip we wanted to make it more fun.
The whole idea I was coming up with was like, okay, what if we travel to some epic location? We'll have a script, bring actors along, make a narrative project, but kind of in the same way that I would do travel content. That's when I realized maybe the best person to be my producer is my wife.
Hi, I'm Carmela and I'm the producer of Ring of Fire.
When we traveled together, we were such a good team. She would have such an awesome itinerary, and that really helped me. So she was able to get right to work while I got to work on writing the script.
Michael first approached me back in 2022 in August. He's like, I really want to do this thing. I really want to make a short film.
I had basically a Google Doc sheet with a bunch of bullet points on it. Ricky was able to come in and help me translate that into an actual screenplay.
Michael had this idea about a travel influencer going to Bali.
We start evolving and creating a story.
He wanted it to be more of like a coming of age film.
Michael's bucket list dream was going to Indonesia. Like, he was obsessed with Java and Bromo.
It kind of just started snowballing into this feature.
Working with Ricky was really exciting. I really crave collaboration.
The more the story was developing, the more I was realizing, like, only actors can do that.
Okay, I need to go cast actors to be in this movie. How do I do that?
The first approach we have was like, let's start looking on Instagram. and that's how we find Sarah.
I know this isn't my place, Nico, but I think that you should forgive your dad. My name is Sarah Marie Karstens. I play the role of Maya.
I was blown away. She's a content creator.
Her, why? She just goes, mother!
And she's a great actress.
I was very intrigued by the individual creatives coming together.
I got her audition tape back and I instantly knew that's Maya.
Could see her emotions in her eyes and we were like, yeah.
It's just her ability to communicate emotion through facial expressions was just phenomenal.
She's a Christian and I'm also a Christian, and I just felt like this was such a sign to bring me closer to God.
The next person we needed to find was our lead, who was gonna play Nico.
Is one of those my cap?
Huh?
My cappuccino?
Yeah.
I'm me.
One day I check backstage and I see the Oscar Winter.
My name is Oscar Winter Ianone. I'm 20 years old and I'm in Bali right now filming a movie.
He was really digging the story and just the whole idea.
I grew up watching a lot of like the travel videos that this film is inspired by.
He kind of went more into acting instead because the dude's got a lot of talent.
This is my first movie. As the lead, I knew that that was going to be a lot of responsibility.
We needed to understand exactly what we would be getting into. Most of the other actors were going to be 6 weeks or less. Sarah and Oscar, I needed to come out with us for 8 entire weeks.
I was down for that. Two things that I absolutely love kind of came together at the perfect time.
Normally when I shoot, I operate the camera. I really wanted to work with someone who was way more talented behind the camera. The real question I was asking myself at this point was like, okay, who's going to be my DP?
My name is Dee Mount. I go by Dee Mount, and I'm the cinematographer. Michael approached me almost a year ago. I thought he was kind of crazy.
This film was going to be so unorthodox. I'd have to get through this whole rant about this crazy idea I wanted to go do and hope that they would still want to keep talking after that.
Months and months of pre-production. We started to hone in his vision, and it still seemed impossible.
This is a feature film. It has 73 scenes and more than 18 locations.
Bridging the gap between travel filmmaking and narrative. I mean, no one has ever really done that.
How do we go into this?
It's impossible, but it's innovative, so sign me up.
Expanding the team to Oscar and Sarah, these two extremely talented actors. And now I've got a DP that I can't even believe is my DP. And next thing you know, it's time to go to Indonesia. We're doing this thing. You know, I remember telling Carmela, like I was almost about to have like a heart attack. I felt like I was so nervous, you know, that night. But then we got to Dee's house, you know, we packed everything up, and next thing you know, we were off to Indonesia on the airplane. The main principal photography shoot that we had planned out was going to require 3 weeks in Bali and then 3 weeks in East Java, the more complicated island.
Where I knew what to expect out of Bali. Java was a completely different story.
I think it was like a lot of anticipation that was building to get to Java, but it was really cool. As we drove, you're getting just more into barren landscape.
Jakarta is basically the capital of Indonesia. It's really built up. Java is a little bit rougher.
To say it was intense is an understatement.
We thought it would be really crucial that the entire crew, as well as Oscar and Sarah, would go 2 weeks early. The main mission during this first 2 weeks was a scouting mission.
Thank goodness we all were here for 2 weeks. We pretty much know this is how the film is going to be.
We wanted to create a schedule so that when all the other actors arrived, we were already prepared.
So the plan for that first week was to spend it in Java and go to one of the biggest locations of the entire shoot, Bromo National Park. There was a lot of areas in the Bromo National Park as well as in the surrounding areas around Eastern Java that we really needed to get into early and make sure that these ambitious ideas we had were actually going to work.
We all arrived in Bali and then we got on our first road trip to the ferry.
Which was like a 40-minute ferry.
What's the first day looking like?
Tiresome, but we got on the road and made it happen. Woo!
And then 6 hours on top of that driving.
We learned the consequences pretty quickly about driving in Indonesia.
I'm not a car girl. I get very car anxious.
Every second I felt like I was gonna get in an accident, and I did.
What was that?
Your thing. Okay, you have that in camera.
It was like so embarrassing. I'm getting sandwiched between 2 trucks and then bam, off goes the frickin' mirror. And it's always the little things, right?
Oh, that's not good. Recover the mirror.
The entire first week in Java is going to consist of 5 to 20-hour road trips.
Okay, so those $400 of the thing are gone.
Don't even get me started on that.
It felt very overwhelming, but I decided to suck it up.
Get me out of here.
Filmmaking is about being on the move.
When the rest of the cast comes in a couple weeks, they're gonna have to go through this exact same trip.
If we cannot handle exploring Java with 6 people, there is no possible way we can shoot a whole feature film with 15 people when we come back the next month.
But it was so worth it at the end because of the entire bonding experience.
We're gonna go on this rad adventure, and being able to look at everyone at that point and saying, we already did it, not just me, but the entire core of the crew.
I kind of got into it and I feel like I'm a road trip girl now. Like I know how to do it now.
I feel like that kind of camaraderie that we were able to build because of our environment, I love that personally.
It's up to us to really band together and keep this thing rolling, and I think that's beautiful. That's just what filmmaking is about, baby, you know?
Road trips.
All right, so we're here in the Bromo National Park area. Dee's over here setting up the 300 on the Red.
This is the Red Gemini, which is the best camera on Red's lineup, in my opinion. Look at this bad boy.
Once we were like actually in Bromo, it felt like a different planet.
It was a place I had been dying to see just as a content creator, and we were going there from the get-go.
That first sunrise from that viewpoint and seeing Michael just being a kid with a camera again, it was like, okay, that's why we're here.
It reminds me of first time coming out of tunnel view at Yosemite. That's the only way I can describe it right now. And I'm about to get this drone up and see it through that vantage point for the first time.
Go! He's gotta get out there!
Well, we're trying to find you on the lens. How close are you to that group of people? Because we can see them, but we're not seeing you yet.
Somebody's not happy about the drone. There can be we got the shot?
I'm Brian Vera. I'm here as the first AC drone pilot, and I play a small role as Mitch. I've worked with Dee and Mount Up Media for the past few years, got together with Michael, and once I found out what the project was gonna be, I got excited about it.
Finding those frames from the air, that's his specialty, right? Brian comes from the world of aerial cinematography, and he's a big-time drone pilot. There's a handful of scenes in the film where Oscar's character Nico is just traversing the wilderness. So anything like that we can knock out now while we're testing our gear and scouting locations is absolutely crucial to get ahead.
And once we got up there and then we shot the images that we shot, everyone got the idea of the film. Like, yes, we're really doing this.
These massive mountains, you're standing right at the bottom of these volcanoes, these craters.
We had locations that people usually need green screens for, right here in front of us.
That's when I feel like, at least for me, I was like, yeah, I'm here.
I just really want to be in the present as much as possible, and it's hard not to be. Look around us, take a few breaths, and see where we are right now.
And it really allowed us to ease into this feature film production. The way that we planned this trip, again, credit to Carmela, was crucial.
Another sunrise here, Bromo. Getting some crazy important shots right now. Oscar's up there, grinding. Dee's back there, crushing it. This light's insane. We're just trying to finish some of these shots before we lose this light.
You can't believe that this place exists in the world and we have access to it. An hour hike, you're on top of a volcano looking out, something that feels like you're blessed to see.
Falling in love with Java within like the first 24 hours of being there, that was awesome.
It's been so amazing to finally experience everything we've been planning and talking about for 7 months now. The amount of things I've been seeing, and it's crazy.
I felt like such a little kid just being in this location. And now when we come back a month later, I'll get to watch, the rest of the cast have that same experience.
Hey guys.
We had already learned during this first week that driving ourselves was just not a smart idea. Needless to say, there's landslides constantly. When we come back, we're definitely getting drivers. We don't even want to worry about this when we come back.
Oh.
Okay, so we found this spot. It's like this off-the-road waterfall spot, and I'm thinking this might be perfect for a scene we have in the film. Been looking for things like this. But we got more down there, another one over there, and obviously we got a big waterfall right there.
We end up arriving to the waterfall area and it rained the whole time.
Rain and weather was something over the course of these 2 months I knew was going to affect us, no doubt.
Weather can be a bitch.
I think the biggest strength that this crew has is their adaptability.
Because this first week was more about scouting, we didn't really care much about the weather.
We're up here, right? We're gonna go to the furthest spot first, which is down here.
The guys end up doing it anyway.
Everyone comes from a travel background, so we adjust when those abrupt changes happen.
It was like an old school trip, you know, the boys all packed in the van, the girls stayed back, and we're just out there exploring Indonesia.
We are traversing through random farms looking for this river quarry. Never let your actors walk through the river.
To crafty.
The guys in one day find 2 of the most crucial locations of the entire shoot.
It was just like a playground of everything I wanted. A giant quarry, rocky riverbeds, and rice fields surrounded by massive cliffs.
If we can manage to get people back down here when we come back, this could be the perfect location. Problem is trying to figure out where the volcano is because we need it in the view. It's either somewhere back there, maybe there, but these clouds aren't letting us see it. So we're kind of just guessing right now. But either way, this is definitely a sick spot.
Best of all, like no one is down there. You can tell this is an area no one comes to. If we can get our gear down here and our people down here, then we could really take advantage. So yeah, Java was quite the adventure. It definitely wasn't the week I expected it to be.
I love everybody who I'm with. There's nothing I'd rather be doing more right now.
Michael has been doing the best job I've seen anybody do as far as like logistics and focusing on the vision. And of course, Carmela is in his back pocket. She's the silent assassin of the whole group.
I'm really glad that we took on this journey and now we can do it all over again.
We're really creating a new genre of cinema and it's truly special.
So we have one more week with the core crew like this, but hopefully it'll be a lot more chill because now we're going back to Bali, which is about to be our home base for the next month. We were supposed to shoot 3 different scenes over 2 days, and none of it went right.
Now we lost the lighting, or maybe the framing isn't right, or the camera died, or somebody's walking in through the frame now. Now we have to wait 15, 20 minutes. That's a lot of time that you lose.
You know, just constant little puzzles having to solve.
So chase you out.
Let's go. Chase this out of the monkey head.
Yeah.